YouTube, what up? It's your boy Regular X here. Fellas, what's up? I hope everything is everything. Here with another video. If you haven't, go ahead and like and subscribe onto this. Give everybody a message about men's improvement and how to better themselves. As I learn, we're all going to learn. Do apologize, I haven't posted as much last week. College was definitely getting in the way of things. Doing what I had to do with college and trying to graduate definitely made this topic possible for me. 4 things men should only be focusing on right now. While others may disagree, these are the 4 things, in my opinion, and from what I've seen for most successful men, the 4 things that they do focus on are these 4 things. The first thing you should be focusing on, not really the most important one, but it is a factor, your money. Without money, the world doesn't go round, right? You need to track your spending. You need to track what you bring home. You need to track how much hours you're putting in at a job or at your business or at your side hustle. You have to bring in revenue. You bring in revenue, you get the stuff that you like. You like the cars. If you're the type of guy that likes to invest, to build, you definitely should be focusing on stuff like that. If you're not an investor and you just want to get money and save and things of that sort, you need to be focusing. Definitely do suggest budgeting. As a young man, you should be budgeting. The economy is not getting better anytime soon. In fact, it's getting worse. Really focusing on your money and putting in that work to bring in that amount of revenue is something that you should highly be focusing on. I mean, by focusing on your money, you need to be mainly focusing on what comes into your pocket. You should limit the amount of spending you take out of your savings or your checking account. Reckless spending is a downfall for most people. Your income should definitely overexceed your outcome. Number 2, I kind of touched on this a little bit in the first part for money, but the second part should definitely be your craft, your studies, your business, or your job. In trade school, you definitely should be working on your trade school. If you're studying or going to college, you need to be focusing on that as well. If you're creating a business, a side hustle, or anything of that sort, you should be focusing on that as well. While your job and the money is kind of the same thing, these are very cohesive steps. I know sometimes when you have to balance your work and your school and then your side hustle all together, but that is the purpose of your growth. It was never easy, especially for us fellas. It's not easy. You do have to make some sacrifices, and this is very time consuming. In school, you're trying to be a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, a graphic designer, a finance major, either or. It is very demanding to be in these type of jobs, in these fields. You have to be okay that everything is not going to be peaches and cream the first time around. Focusing on that business and keying in on those businesses or your trade or your side hustle is important. Staying consistent with your business, with your trade, or with your studies will definitely get you the best results possible. If your highest is a 3.5 and if your highest sales right now is $100 a month, then there's always room for improvement. You're always going to be continuing to improve on what you had previously. Number 3, your body. Even if you don't want to have the physique of a bodybuilder or a good physique, it's always important to just be healthy. You have to focus on your body and what you put in your stomach, how many times you go to the gym. You don't want to look flabby or fat or sloppy, or you don't want to be unhealthy. If you're being the best version of yourself as far as your money and your studies, you definitely have to be your best version of yourself all around. So hit the gym. Even if it's only once or twice a week, it's better than 0 times a week. While most men don't really care what their body type looks like, you are becoming the best version of yourself. That is something that that is required. While I'm trying to not sway the aesthetics into attractiveness, because we're more so about the development right now, becoming healthy and getting into the gym does create not only the aesthetic body, it definitely clears up your face, reduces a lot of diseases, gives you a long and outstanding life. Last but not least, number 4, your emotional intelligence. Now this is the most important thing that you need to be focusing on. Something that I'm going to talk more about in another video, but just to sum it all up, you have to know how to react to certain things, how to approach certain things. You have to know how other people are feeling, and you have to ultimately know how you're feeling. You have to be aware of other people's situations. You also have to learn how to approach people correctly. And this requires to read a lot of books, a lot of emotional intelligence books. I'm still working on it. A lot of us men are still working on it. You know how to approach somebody, you know how to avoid situations, and you'll see how to interact with somebody based off the intelligence you have emotionally, and also know how to connect to people better. Emotional intelligence can help you all the way around with a job interview, with a girlfriend, with your friends, with your family. This helps a lot. You can react to other people's situations or to obstacles and trials and tribulations that make face. Emotionally, physically, and spiritually, you will know how to navigate through these things. 4 things you need to be focusing on: your money, your business, trade, or education, your body, and your emotional intelligence. Focus on these things and only these 4 things. You'll be the best version of yourself in no time. I don't really want to say no time because it's always going to be a constant uphill battle. It's just the reality of the situation. You will be better than you were a year ago, better than you were last month, 2 months ago, 5 months ago. You should not be focusing on anything else. You know what I mean? What you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know on Instagram. You can always follow me on Instagram and all the social medias, and we can just talk, fellas. See you guys in the next video. Peace out. Shine,